Such a
did that.
neglectful person. Yeah. There it is.
A little bit of this. Now, for those of you at home,
where's it
if
coming
you would
from?
like some wonderful... yeah, I'm getting to that. If you'd like some ambient such as this for your games, be it sci-fi, fantasy, horror, whatever you like, check out tabletopaudio.com. And you will get sounds very much exactly like this. You can play them straight off of their website, or you can download them and load them into your own soundboards, as we've done here by putting them into Above VTT. So yeah, check those guys out. Now, we normally kick off with a recap, but we're not going to do that because we've all just been kind of chilling out for a while. So I'm going to let you guys have your hero points, but you will still get a chance to get all descriptive and story and fun things like that, because it has been about 4 months since we left off.
4 months?
You guys have been given your property in Neverwinter. You've settled into some modicum of routine there, but as you know, there is this looming threat of Vecna. So those of you that have chosen to do so may have spent some time researching such threat, trying to track down leads. So far, nothing has come about. In the meantime, I assume you may have maintained contact with each other to some extent, and perhaps even gone on a few other minor forays for Lord Neverember. To that end, I'm going to award you all an additional 5,000 gold pieces each that you can spend on things before the next adventure, as these would have been your earnings for various tasks completed for Lord Neverember.
And potentially some criminal tasks for those
whatever
inclined.
you chose to get up to. Let's just say as an extra boon, because things may get serious sooner rather than later. We don't really know. As I said, you haven't really managed to come up with any leads regarding Vecna. Even enlisting the help of some of those that you rescued, such as Umberto Noblin and even Eldon Keywood, have been trying to assist you with this research, and none of them have managed to really put their finger on anything solid or concrete for you to follow up yet. But in the meantime, you have been given these little pieces of real estate or areas of your own within the city. So what I'm going to get from each of you this time is to tell everyone a little bit about what you have as a situation, be it a living situation, facilities in these bastions, as we're using them from the Dungeon Master's Guide. We'll use that as our little intro, and then we're going to get straight into the current adventure that you're undertaking for Lord Neverember, which we will come to when we get there. So who would like to go first?
Ooh,
No
that's going
volunteers?
to be a tough one. I guess it should be my responsibility. I guess if we're doing something different, I'll jump in and go first.
Now, you don't have to reveal everything about this place. Just what you're comfortable having the party and people in general know. That goes for everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right. So talk to me. What do we need to know here?
Well, maybe what kind of situation do you have, or whereabouts is your... And we'll go over to the Neverwinter map for this.
Yeah.
Over to Neverwinter City, and so we can talk about where your bastion is located, perhaps reasoning for having it there, if there is any of that, and what kind of facilities you might have within it that you might want people to know about. So, Qualo, do you want to reveal the location?
Yeah, let's reveal the location. Absolutely.
Sure. All right, so we'll head over here to the docks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make Qualek's token visible, and this little blue circle here, and also I'm going to say this little building here. Whether or not they're connected through the wall is up to you, but you have those two things to spread your facilities out within Neverwinter. So this is where you're at.
Yeah, so I like to think that Qualek has his operations sort of spread throughout the city. It's not really confined to one particular area, but obviously he does have some places that he sort of centralizes his management of the various, let's say, not entirely above board things that he sort of manages. Namely, smuggling, for the most part, is his modus operandi. Therefore, having a position so neatly within the docks, especially one of the sort of open areas furthest away from the castle, I guess. Well, not quite furthest away, but like an area that is pretty close to not only the docks, but sort of maybe like some quiet sort of alcoves where ships or boats could pull in without being noticed by guards and whatnot.
A couple of those.
Yeah, a couple of those, you know what I mean? Without having to ship whatever it is that they're taking delivery of too far through the city. So that is an absolutely perfect spot for him. Now, he has his house, his private residence, and on the face of things, I imagine everything looks pretty much above board. It's just your average run-of-the-mill house, maybe 2-3 stories, a little bit nicer than most places, but nothing that's going to stand out too much because he wants to fly under the radar in his particular line of work. However, he has chosen the location of his house with particular care, because it grants him quick and easy access. Maybe even it's a connection through the wall that they have worked on without the knowledge of the city themselves, like so that they can easily slip items in and out the city, in and out of the like city proper, without having to go through the official channels. But he has a warehouse on the docks.
I would say the advantage of where that house is, as well as that it's in the Blue Lake District, which is where all the nobles and such live, as opposed to the Protectors Enclave on the other side, which is full of guards.
Which is full of guards,
So you're in an
man.
area where the people moving through there aren't really being looked at that hard as criminals, because as if they would be, they're the nobles, right?
They're
They're the good guys.
And the good thing is,
so
the nobles have very particular needs. They need to get their hands on things that you just can't get in other places. So Qualak is the main thoroughfare for the upper echelons of society in order to get their hands on certain things that you couldn't get through more official channels. So the house is linked directly through a secret tunnel straight through the wall, maybe underneath it. I don't know. I let that up to your imagination. Directly to this warehouse, and not unlike his private residence, this warehouse is unassuming. It's in a warehouse district, basically, tucked away, maybe down a couple of back alleys and corridors. Maybe there's a little water channel that leads directly to it, so they can take direct deliveries of shipments and stuff like that during the night. And I imagine they probably actually do a lot of normal business as well, sort of like cover. They're bringing in, you know, goods and wares and all that kind of stuff. But in one of the connecting warehouses to the main warehouse, like maybe you've got to cut through another back alley, there's a larger 2-story warehouse that looks like it's gone completely unused. There's refuse piled up in the alleyways around it. Maybe there's stray dogs wandering about. And it's, you know, probably forgotten about most people in the city. They would never even stumble across something like this unless they went out looking for it specifically. And maybe we see the large sort of panel-like windows sort of cracked open, and we pan through one of those windows, and inside we can see there's this unusual looking structure. I want to say like a structure. It's like this small, narrow, almost like vessel. It's got a slender like hull, and it tapers down into this weird pointed, almost looks like a tail. It almost looks insectoid in its design. There's a pair of what looks like I don't want to say sails, but maybe sails, but they're like folded up at this point. and they're connected by these, I don't know what else to call it, sail-like membranes in between these long extensions that sort of gravity is sort of making them bow, and maybe we keep panning through that and painted very recently on the side of this thing, on this decorative nameplate that's been nailed to the side of it, are the words "Sweet Melody." And this is Qualek's Bastion, and his Bastion also happens to be a spelljammer. Because Qualek is not from the material plane. At least, not from this particular version of the material plane. He came here by way of a spelljammer in the past, having been dumped here by his former crew after being accused of trying to incite a mutiny on board the spelljammer, upon which he acted as the helmsperson at the time. And I don't know, like, Bastions are new to me. You gave us a couple of options of things that we could choose for inside of our Bastion, and I thought it would make sense for Qualek to have a teleportation circle to start off with. That just makes sense. So he can instantly, as long as he casts teleportation circle, he'll be able to go back there as long as he's in the same plane of existence. And that also allows him the ability to recruit a spellcaster. Basically calling upon a friendly NPC spellcaster. Now, I would imagine this would be someone who perhaps works in Qualek's organization, or someone who he has met in relation to his criminal activities.
Possibly.
But yeah, allows him to call upon someone and get them to cast some spells for him. Level 4, I think it is, or lower. So I haven't really looked into what the benefits of that could be, but the teleportation circle is certainly interesting. But more recently, you have allowed me to take something called an observatory. And I think this just makes sense. It's one of the things that Qualek has been wanting to do over his extended period of time here in the city of Neverwinter. He's been trying to find a way to get this spelljammer built. That's been his primary objective this entire time, because he sees an opportunity here, not only to smuggle things from into and out of the city, but onto and off of the planet. Which will,
of course, he does,
grant him access to things that most people couldn't even dream about. So that's one of the things that he's been wanting to do. So it only makes sense that he would have an observatory on board this particular vessel. And let me have a look what this allows me to do. Allows me to peer into the far corners of wild space and the astral plane, which is where Qualek is from, so it makes sense. He's trying to find a way to get back to whence he came. After spending a long rest, you gain a magical charm that allows me to basically cast the spell Contact Other Plane.
Nice.
So that's interesting. That might come into handy later. It also gives him the Empower Eldritch Discovery if he uses the Empower order at the facility. It allows him or his hireling to explore the eldritch mysteries of the stars for 7 consecutive nights. At the end of that time, we'll roll a die, and if it's even, nothing is gained. If it's odd, that power, whatever it is, bestows upon me one of the following charms. It's Charm of Dark Vision, Charm of Heroism, or Charm of Vitality, all of which are described in the
cool.
Yeah, Player's Handbook or Dungeon Master's Handbook or something like that. So there's some interesting things that we'll be able to have a look at some point. So not particularly the most useful items in regards to, fighting otherworldly, almost godlike entities, but I think flavor-wise, it sort of makes sense.
Being able to ask other godlike entities about the ones you're trying to fight might be useful.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
We can just
Just saying.
we can just call up Mr. and be like, hey, what's this guy's deal?
Yeah. Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
And she'll tell us and tell
You
us
might
exactly
get
how
bitch
to beat
slapped
him.
for it, but you can definitely try.
Well, that's all I need. I need the opportunity to try.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think it might be a good time as well to roll a couple of portent die. Since we need to roll a couple of
What do
new
you
ones
get?
of those.
What do you
A
got?
5 and a 17. Not bad.
Fine low, not bad, yep. Alright. Well then, thank you very much, Sven, for quite bits and pieces there. Who would like to go next?
I think I'm ready.
Alright, no problem.
Okay, so the camera's going to zoom to all the way on the other side of town because the docks hovel is far away from the docks. And so he's in his surgery and he's talking to Mrs. Thompson and informing her, no, you have to take it as a tea. You can't grind it up and smoke it. This is why you're having breathing problems. And then he sees the camera and says, look, I'll be right back, okay? And closes the door. Right. Now, you need to see the way around this for whatever reasons you've got. So, turns over to the garden. This is the garden. We've got our gardener working down here. Hello. Constantly having to clean up recently for some reason. Not happy about someone apparently doing something in our garden. I shouldn't tell you about that. But we've also...
It should be clear, what you see in the form of the gardener is like a middle-aged man who could be Flower Child 4's dad, but no tie-dye shirt, but looks almost like spitting image like him, but kind of grumpy and, you know, just like that kind of thing. Just please go on.
Oh, yes, yes. And then, apart from the garden, there's the actual greenhouse where the real herbery place. That's where I get these nice things for my customers to mistake, and they come back a couple of weeks later not understanding how to take the medicine. But we try. Over this way, you'll find the library. I've spent the last few weeks in this place trying to look up our new friend. Not liking what I find at all, and also not finding anything I like. So, that's a thing. Further on, we have the scriptorium. In the background, you'll see this this young person just hunched over a script with a quill in one hand and a whole bunch of stuff on the other side, just scribbling away. We work really hard around here. That's why we have something to work with in the future. I would bring you to talk to our scripter, but as you can see, he's busily at it. He then looks over at Trax. Yes, I still haven't built you a proper setup yet. Look, maybe a few missions on, I'll get a better surgery, alright? And right now we need to be in this spot, because this is where we're needed. Trax gives a small huff. You see, the reason I picked this spot is we're right next to the people who need medical help most. Those people around the docks, around the rich area, they've got doctors. They've got good doctors who charge a lot of money. I'm the doctor who doesn't charge a lot of money. He then takes a swig from his bottle of liquor. Any case, I think I've shown you enough of this place, right? I don't even know who you work for. Off you go.
Off the floats.
And he goes
all right.
back in to talk to Mrs. Thompson about her medication.
Yeah. And I guess before it floats too far, while it's here, it kind of swings to the side. And what do we see in the backyard, kind of near the garden?
It goes back out into the backyard again, where Doc Hobble had just showcased where the gardener was. And either he hasn't noticed or is choosing not to notice, but the camera sort of pans across and there is a hole in the ground, pretty much in the middle of the grass. Camera goes down this hole, goes past the gardener first, who's currently cleaning up what appears to be, a bit of poop, and it goes down the hole. And in this hole, you'd see a slightly larger sort of cavern area that seems to be being held up by brooms and other just assorted trash that hold up the roof. And there's sort of a makeshift kitchen with some herbs and stuff that she may or may not have taken from the greenhouse. You don't know. And a little table with 2 chairs that it looks like she's found on hard rubbish, if there is such a thing in this city. If not, she's certainly found them somewhere.
You're definitely in the right district for it.
Sick. But the camera continues along, and there's a small hole in the hole off to the side where you'd see Artoria sitting in a nest made from bits of paper, straw, leaves, and feathers. And she's sitting there with her little rat friend, Timothy. Moth for short, of course. She looks up and sees the camera. Oh, hello. Well, yeah, this is my new home. I don't know, they gave me this piece of paper, and she sort of points at a piece of paper that clearly says deed on there. Part of the bed. Didn't really know what it meant, so I built my house here. Because the doctor seems like he's really smart and nice, and he knows so much about elves. So, yeah, I guess this is where I live now. I don't know. I was born in a cave, and I kind of like it. It's dark, which is good for me because the sunlight hurts my eyes a little bit. That's pretty much it. Yeah. The camera sort of floats back out again, and there's a distinct lack of bathroom facilities as it goes out, and you sort of wonder maybe what this gardener is potentially cleaning up. And wanders back out, and you can sort of see there's little smears on the glass as somebody's clearly been watching what the doc's up to as he's treating his patients with interest. But
nice.
Other than that, she doesn't really get up to too much. She's just sort of wandering around and finding trash and living in a hole.
Nice. As the camera floats away, I will say that it sort of meanders down the street, and we see a street sign and then a house number, and I'm not going to name what they are, but if anyone was paying attention to the little things in a scene, they would notice that the address that we've arrived at matches the address on the deed that Artoria has stuffed into the walls of the nest.
It's part of a nest.
Oh, yeah,
actually
right.
part of the bedding, yeah.
And so that's going to be, and it's actually one of the nicer little houses in the Chasm district. It's one of the ones that didn't actually get ripped apart. And it's just sitting there unused. With that, since we're over here, Falchub, you haven't really spent much time in there because you're mostly you've been out in the forest, right? But you have this red roof house thing here, right?
Yeah, so when we finished with the first chapter, he had placed Auntie Lizzie over his shoulder, and he just kind of walked off. And he walked off into the forest, and because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to bury dead people. And so he walked off, he dug a hole, and he put her in there, and he went and got a knife because he doesn't have a knife. And he put a knife in her hands and buried her up, and then he just wandered the city. So he needed a new pair of trousers because his older trousers, the other trousers were completely torn apart. And then somebody come up and give him money, and he's like, "Oh, all right, oh, thanks." And then they give him a piece of paper, and he went. One of the days he went and found this house, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he walked into this house, and he could see the object in the middle of this single room. And he goes, "You're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. Like, you're not supposed to be there. Like, you are not supposed to." Look, I'll give you this money. I'll give you this money. You can have this money. And he throws all the money at this object that sat in the middle of this room. And He goes, there, that's a deal. You can leave. You can really go. And he starts crying and falls to his knees and drops his pipe to like this massive piece of pipe that he carries around with him. He goes, "You're not supposed to. Are you real? I don't know if you're real." And he walks up and he looks down at the object with the. You can see the grooves that his nails have cut into this handles, into the armrests of this object, and he walks around and you can see the words Montauk, like not carved in, but almost just painted, and they've scratched where hands have gone past it, where 3 has touched it, or 3's raged against it, or 2 or 4. And he goes, I don't know if you're real. I don't know if you're not supposed to. And he goes and sits down in the chair, but the chair disappears, and there's just a crackling fire with 3 log seats just sat in the middle of this room now, and it's a forest in the middle of this room, and he's looking up at the stars, but you can see the shades of like where the roof is and all this sort of stuff. And then he goes, oh, all right, he's just not there then. And then he kind of accepts that this isn't real. Where that chair was sat in the middle of this hovel is not real. It's just this forest inside this house now. And then as he wanders the streets and kind of bumps into Doc Hovel, as Doc Hovel, because they almost neighbors, and as he bumps into Doc Hovel, you can see that he doesn't really recognize you straight away. It takes him like a little bit, and he goes, oh yeah, you're the doctor, yeah. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna get a pair of trousers. And then as he's wandering, always for a pair of trousers, nothing else, just a pair of trousers. And as he's doing more and more of these things for Neverwinter, because for some reason, somehow people find him. I don't know how. He wanders in the forest. He gets a bear. He gets a bear carcass. I don't know where he gets the bear carcass from. But as he gets more money, he just puts it in the corner of this room. And it's just at the moment he's got like 6,500 gold just sat in the corner, and he just wanders, doesn't really close the door, just wanders. And that's what he's been doing for the last couple of months.
Nice, that's cool. I will say that when you met with Doc and maybe passed by the garden, you did see the gardener. It's definitely not Flower Child's old man.
Oh, Flower Child, nice.
And you probably didn't. I don't know if Flower Child even really sees the resemblance.
Nah,
right?
Doesn't see it.
Like, yeah.
Doesn't see it at all.
He's just the gardener, right? He's just the dude. Yeah.
And that's what he does. He just goes and buys trousers, 1 pair of trousers, and then wears them until they fall apart, because nothing else falls apart on him. So.
Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna have to skip over Sir Goodman and Leo's Tower, as Kiran sadly couldn't join us tonight, but he will catch up with us next week. Instead, we're going to pop over to the centre bridge that runs between the Collector's Enclave and Castle Never, to the Relic's Pit of Delights.
Yeah, yeah, for him. So basically, Maurice came back from the adventures and realised that trying to keep up with all these young, fit, spry people and outdo them acrobatically as well really did a number on him. So he probably took about 3 weeks.
Around like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah. He was just like, what was I thinking? Like, why did I do this? So he's aged like 10 years since they got back. Like, if everyone saw him, they'd be like, "Ooh, you're not looking great." So he was lucky that he had sort of created like a space to go when he was visiting his mate Neverember, like underneath the castle, like you go under the bridge and you walk up a hallway, and it feels like where he grew up with the snakes. It's like got the water, it's dark, it smells musty, it feels sort of homely to him. So he sort of found his way in there, and he was just like, okay, what do I need? He's like, if I'm going to keep going around with these young whippersnappers, I'm going to need to get physically better. So he got a trainer in who's been training him up in acrobatics. He's like, I'm going to need some things to boost me. So he has really been putting a lot of his effort into the study of the arcane, and he's actually got someone on who's going to be helping him create magical items that may keep him alive and at least able to keep up with everyone else, because he really doesn't want to let everyone down. I think he's like a legend. And then he also, like, he's got money. Like, he's always had a bit of money. Like, it's never been a problem. But, like, he's like, do you know what? I've really got to start investing in my future, because I could come back even worse next time. Or, like, he's been out looking for someone for, like, 60 years or something. He might find this person and they want to make a home. So he's like, okay, I need to start thinking about my future. So he started, like, a bit of an underground trade thing. I have a feeling he would have tried to, like, look to Qualek and say, like, what works for him. But he started off really small. But one thing that he does do for fun is he likes playing cards and dice and, playing role-playing games and fleecing people. But they all do it to each other. So he's created, like, this little gaming hall in his little hovel. And it's frequented by, people who like to hang out under bridges. So they're really interesting people. And they get along very well. There are some trolls. There are, they're the kind of people who are like, life's too short.
Do
I
they
want to
have
get
to
real
pay a
weird
toll
with
to get in at all?
it. The troll toll is that you just have to, like, everyone just has to treat Maurice like they used to, because he's getting older, and, like, he was starting to notice that people were treating him differently. So his mates, his bridge friends are like, no, you're good. So they're pretty much enabling him. So he's been doing acrobatics though. So he's going to have a bit of a boost to that. He's hoping that he'll have some things with strength. He's been going out and doing the odd thing for Neverember, hanging out with him a bit as well. But yeah, he doesn't want everyone to know that the relic is actually aging. So, like, if there was, like, plastic surgery in that day and age, it probably would have got some Botox or something, but there isn't any. So he's going to have to stick with just, like, sucking it up and trying to, like, think himself young. So that's been his vibe in his little lair.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice. Love it. All right. So I'm just had a look at the training thing. Of course, you've already gotten out of the proficiency for your acrobatics from the trainer, I see.
Yes, I did.
Perfect. Lovely. Wonderful. All right. Well, in that case, thank you, everybody. This is a little slice into where you guys have been living and what you guys have been up to over the last 4 months. And as I said earlier, you have been doing the odd job for Lord Neverember. The city is always in need of heroes or helpers. And Neverember has the coffers with which to pay you at least modest sums each time, hence the money you've been afforded. Now, you have been sent on another job. This job you're currently on. So we're not currently in the city of Neverwinter. We're kind of nearby. The task at hand is that apparently there has been a young dragon of the red variety that's been coming down from Mount Hope now and harassing the villagers within the Neverwinter Wood and along its edges.
Have they been burninating the villages?
They have absolutely been burninating the villages.
And burninating the countryside?
And the countryside, yes.
Oh, good heavens.
So you have all managed, I'm going to bring you across now to the map of Faerun on the Sword Coast. It's not a very high quality map, but it's there nonetheless. It's just a standard old map. You guys left from Neverwinter, went north along the road. You ducked into the Neverwinter Wood at an appropriate little juncture that you knew would take you into the right area from where you'd gathered the information that the dragon had been around. You passed through a small village known as Taji's Rest, and you found this place to be destroyed, burned out. There had been some survivors. They made it out. Some made it out to Gauntlgrim, and others still made it to Neverwinter. That's how, some of the word had reached the city. You continued north until you reach the outskirts of Geldenvale, which seem to be the next logical location. When you reach it, you find that this village too has been largely decimated.
Can I autopsy the bodies?
I mean, you don't really need to. Most of them that are still there have been burned to a crisp.
Right.
Others have been torn asunder.
I'll add that to my medical notes.
Yep. So, the buildings are still somewhat smouldering. The ones that have been burned, others have been torn apart. It looks, even with passive investigation from among some of you, as if the dragon has been looking for something. The way that some of the buildings have been torn apart. You see no evidence either for or against whether or not the dragon is still here. Except for the fact that there are definitely still embers burning around the place, so it can't be too far away.
What was the name of the town again?
Geldenvale? Geldenvale.
Yes.
If we just shout a bit, do you reckon it'll just come?
I mean,
What was the first place? Sorry.
yeah.
Taiji's Rest?
Taiji's Rest?
Yep. You might recognize that name. Not in character,
And Geldenvale.
but Geldenvale. You should be able to see them on the map there, and the blue line that leads up.
Yes. I was like, where on
Yeah.
the map? Oh, I see it. Good job.
Yeah, down there. You might need to zoom in. I already had it zoomed. And so from there, as you're beginning to move through Geldenvale to see what else you can find, you approach what appears to be the town square. There's a well in the middle of the square.
Oh no.
Oops.
So
But
new
from
metal
the well-
artists are known to spawn in wells.
Wow.
Just thinking about our child.
From the well, you can see a pillar or a plume of steam rising steadily from it. Now, I brought you across the map. You'll be able to see yourselves all lined up across a blue like color block there. I'm going to give you all one movement. So no actions, no bonus actions, but I didn't want to just put you on the map in a block considering what you're potentially facing. So you can move one movement speed, like one entire movement speed from anywhere on that blue line into the map as you choose before we kick things off.
Oh god, I was not prepared for any type of combat. I chose my spells the wrong way. Okay. One movement.
You may, Sven, considering that you would have set out knowing what you were going to do, change your spells now if you wish.
Oh, that'll take too much
Can I
time.
also long rest my character?
Okay. Yes, you should all be fully rested and fully topped up on everything. Yes.
I just realized I hadn't done that, but I thought I should ask permission before I just...
Yeah, no, you're all good. It's been a couple of days to get here up the road anyway, so you're definitely fully rested coming in. Yeah, you haven't run into anything else.
Yeah, and I won't use any magical items. We'll sort that out later. The really cool survive, and if he doesn't, he doesn't.
Well, so far, whenever I've stuck with Flower Child, only good things have happened. So I'm going to continue with that. Because it means I can cover him and we can kick open doors and shit.
Doors! There's doors open! Kick it!
I will say that, the information that you were given was that this dragon was relatively young, small in size. It couldn't have, ranged from they're assuming it's from Mount Hope now, just because that'd be about the range of a dragon of this size.
Yep.
But as you're coming into the city, you're seeing the level of destruction seems to be possibly a little beyond what a creature like that might cause.
All right.
Yeah.
I immediately make my way to the sturdiest looking building, and I cover my head with my arms, and I crouch in the corner and wait until it's all over. No, I don't.
Victoria, I got a question. What are we hunting?
My understanding, it's one of my ancestors, a dragon, and dragons are like big lizards, right? So essentially we're hunting a big elf.
I'm sorry. I wasn't quite aware of that ancestry. Did you say one of your ancestors is a dragon?
Well, no,
An elf.
Doc said like a few months ago that elves are related to lizards, and the lizard is a dragon, and a dragon's just a really big lizard with a bad temper and a bit of that heartburn.
Right.
That's why he does the fire breath.
So we gotta have a lizard.
Yeah, or an
with
elf.
with pointy ears, just a lizard, and he's only doing like this because he's.
Yes.
Because I don't. What does a dragon look like?
Well, if you could picture a gecko, but it must be at least 3 times bigger, and it has wings.
Okay, all right. I got a question. Before we go and carry on.
Yes.
Right. What's a gecko?
All right.
It's
So
a type of elf.
I'm
It's
not.
like an elf.
It's a really small dragon.
There are some traits that common between elves and also geckos, but
I've got an idea. Can I pull out my bronze dragon and say,
What?
hey,
The
kid,
dog that
That-
lit up.
there, that
The
right there.
light-
looks a
Yeah,
lot
dog.
like this, but a lot bigger and redder.
So bigger
Right,
than this
I
one,
understand.
obviously.
And
Right.
if this one gets bigger, don't attack it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Cool.
I think
We're
now
looking
that
for
we've
a dog that
established,
lights up.
what I want to know is we got this far. You have not asked what it is that we come here for. You only asked now that we arrive. Whenever Ember said, "Hey, you want to go hunt a dragon?" What was your thoughts?
Well, like I was kind of getting bored with my fireplace in the
Okay.
forest in my house,
Yeah.
and then I thought, oh look, I'll go for a walk. And then I was actually,
Yes.
I don't even know what Nether went or didn't even ask me. I was just wandering up the road, and I saw you guys, and I just kind of joined in.
We need to talk about your sort of sense of value and your own sort of, because you should value your own time a little bit better than just to go on whatever it is someone else says.
But
Hey,
it sounded
take it easy on the
fun.
kid.
Yeah.
He's special.
He was going, so I was going, and it just sounded like a good day
I'm
out.
sorry.
Like,
Are we all
Stay out of
aware that we are in fact in mortal peril at the moment as we speak? Oh man, come on, back me up here.
So Maurice will actually. Would he, instead of moving, be able to cast a spell on himself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dimension dog. Get
Yeah,
the fuck
I'm
out of
thinking
there.
he'd. No, I'm thinking he'd just cast greater invisibility because at the moment he's still not completely healed.
don't talk to me.
And he's like, I can't believe I'm here again. Like, he overheard. I think he probably would have overheard Neverember talking really loudly to Quilek, going like, "This is what we're doing." And Maurice just sighed and started hobbling after them because, like, he wants to help, but yeah, he's not in top shape. So yeah, he'll probably cast greater invisibility and stay back a bit.
not a
Quilek
problem.
wants
Go
to take a better look, if he may, as he enters the village, at the destruction that is around. Try and get a better sense of what caused it, how recent it may have been. Trying to look for signs of like physical damage as well as just whatever's burnt down. Might give him a sense of what caused this.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
All right. Investigate. Where are you? Okay. Happen to be all right at investigate. 25.
Yeah. Yes, there's some burn damage, but as I was saying, it seems like whatever did this was looking for something, as a lot of these houses have been torn open by either tooth or claw, or by sheer brute force. So there's a lot of both the fire damage around and that. But with the fire, as much as there are no flames still present, the embers are still smoldering, and it's still quite warm. So whatever did this isn't that far away.
Whatever caused this damage cannot be too far away. This was recent, he says. Maybe as he's like rubbing some of the ash between his fingers. He smells it. Yes. This has been caused recently. And whatever it has done this appears to be searching for something. But what could it possibly be searching for in her nameless hamlet such as this?
Elves.
Elves.
Well, if he's an elf, he might look for other elves.
Well, again, we've
I'm a
established
bit-
it's not actually an elf, it's a dragon.
I'm a bit caught up on what you were saying about the embers being like ever burning, and I'm just like, I thought the city was never ember, not ever ember, and I'm kind of lost on that a little bit at the moment, but I'm not too sure where, like, the well's on fire. I mean, that could be a good place to start.
Yeah, that is
Normally water lives there.
That is
As if to
unusual.
punctuate that point, you hear a mournful
Did
coming
anyone,
Yeah.
from the well.
did anyone hear
So,
that
like, normally
mournful
water lives down there.
sound?
Tommy's stuck in a well?
Just-
Where's Lassie?
Just wait. All right.
So I think that Maurice, because he's invisible, would probably just walk up and be like, "Oh, look."
Oh
Very
shit! Who said that?
quietly.
Where'd you go?
I'd come up. I'd be like, "I'm here.
Oh.
I'm gonna go look," and then he'd hobble
Just-
over there.
Be careful.
Should we cover
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest as I step forward just a bit. Yeah, I'll watch your back.
I am invisible though, so yeah, like you don't have to worry too much. But I am quite crotchety, so
I
like
would
I'm not
like
crotchety
to
over.
cast a spell. Is that possible?
Yes.
Oh, maybe not. 30 feet? I'm not within 30 feet.
Are you gonna dimension door me back to fucking Neverwinter?
No. Thought about it, but I can't see
okay.
you, so I can't target you. That's a problem. No, I was going to cast Detect Thoughts, but I'm not within 30 feet of it, so I'd have to get closer. So never mind.
That's clever thinking, though.
Yes, that's what.
Credit
That's
to
why I
the
have intelligence of 20. That's. You know, it's really hard to roleplay a character that's smarter than you are. It's not. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, well, I've got to roleplay a doctor with intelligence 12s.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh no, I know what I'll cast. It'll be like, no, wait, hold on. We don't need to put our own bodies in peril just yet. I'd like to cast Arcane Eye.
Sure.
Can I cast Arcane Eye? Concentration.
Can do that.
Up to an hour. Allows me to make my little gross eyeball. And I can send it. How far can I send it? Within range that hovers for the duration. You mentally receive visual information, which can see in every direction. It has dark vision with a range of 30 feet. As a bonus action, I can move it in 30 feet in any direction. So it looks like I can just move it as I wish for up to an hour.
Cool.
Okay. Alright, I want to make... Okay, hold on. I'm going to create my...
Speaking of
Stop.
eyes,
Hey,
like,
stop.
oh my God.
Stop. Stop it.
I love it so much.
And we're doing like, I could just picture us doing like that really obvious, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm casting the spell. The eyeball will go with them.
Yeah.
Hello! What's going on?
Maurice is like, "Where's that?"
You guys.
Oh, wow.
You guys.
Too much talking, not enough doing.
I was giving a Tora the nod, and she's like, "Yeah, I can do it. Yes, I'm walking."
But you'll notice that when you cast the arcane eye, the camera eye that's been following you around kind of whips into the place that you have cast the eye and becomes that eye.
Oh, look at that. Now
That's
I am
terrifying.
the director.
Hello.
For the moment. All right, so you approach the well.
Well.
Now, who's peering in?
Oh, look, I have to. And Tora, if Tora was
No,
going,
I'm gonna be doing that, like, covering him at the back.
I'm watching very intently as he does.
I've got my
this.
finger guns ready.
Yeah. Maurice is still trying to walk to the well.
I can't see his struggle though. He's invisible.
Do we?
Like,
Is-
I'm coming.
as Maurice goes forward, are you hearing his like joints just break and like, so he's not just he's not invisible. He's like, God damn it! His hip breaks.
I like to imagine like a shot like peering up out of the well, and you see Artoria and Flower Child 3 sort of peering over the edge of the well, and if you could see invisibility, there's also an eyeball and an old man sort of peering up over their shoulders as well.
Then a random dragon like a dog peers in.
Yep.
In the darkness,
It's an
the
elf.
first thing you see is a glowing ember.
Ooh.
And as your eyes begin to focus on the light that provides, you can see gullet, teeth, jaws, and around it there's slickened, wet features of a rather small red dragon wormling immediately before it emits a jet of fiery breath weapon straight up the shaft of the well towards anyone whose face is currently leaning over the side. I need dexterity saving throws from those people, please.
While they take the
And-
dexterity throws, I take a swig of my drink and say, I knew this.
Yeah. And
Maurice would be near Doc Hobble, like probably just past him. I'm hobbling him up there.
Whilst I'm not looking down the thing and I'm doing that little like covering of Flower Child situation, I feel like I'd probably still cop it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So you two deck saves. Everybody else and you as well. Roll initiative. Because there's something in the well. And as if to almost punctuate this moment again, you hear the much more threatening sound of large beating leathery wings coming from the west.
Should I now might be a good time to mention? Did everyone leveled up, right? Did anyone do hit points?
Yes.
Or anything like that? Because I think mine's still set at 53. Should I roll a d6 here?
Yeah, mine looks the same too.
You're doing
Yeah, I
manual.
didn't do mine.
Then maybe.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll roll a d6.
I think mine went up.
And
Mine went
These
from
could also
100.
be old tokens that need refreshing.
No, mine went from 140. Mine went 137 to 143.
Let me have a look here. Qualak, you're still only showing 53, so
yeah, so I add.
you might be set to
Yeah.
manual and need to add to your roll.
I rolled a
So
5.
I just roll a d6, yeah?
Is it D6 for sorcerer? Yeah, I think so.
59.
Yeah, I think I roll a d6 plus my con.
Yeah, it'll add the con automatically. You just have to go into your hit points in the character builder and
Okay.
add the number you roll to the rolled number in there if you're doing manual. It'll do
Yep.
everything else for you.
I'm trying to get in there. Manage character levels.
Oh, good. All right, so you guys have done that. I need to add.
Okay, so sorry, what do I do? I just
So there should be a section
manage
that says rolled hit points. Yeah, go to manage HP.
yep.
And in there, there
Yep.
should be a section where it says rolled hit points, and there's a number in that box.
Yeah, so I just roll a d6 and add that to it.
Yep.
That's what we got to do. Okay. Because I've got the same thing going.
Yeah, fair.
So 46. So I've got 2 extra from that. Is that right?
Hey, I rolled a
1d.
3.
If you rolled a 2, then yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool.
And your con
Makes
will
sense.
automatically get added every level, so you don't have to worry about doing that. All right, so as far as the fire damage goes, who was rolling those saves? It was Artoria and
15.
Flower Child, I believe. A 15, that's a pass, and
21, I think I rolled.
also a pass. So you guys will only take half damage, so you'll take half of 23, unless you also happen to have fire resistance. So it'll be 11 damage, we'll round down. As it does that, and it is now, as the initiative has kicked off, Doc Hovel's turn.
I actually rolled a 20. Do we do that rule where I get 2 actions? Or...
I'm going to allow it. Why not?
Okay, so I don't have anything to act against, is the
Oh, yes, you
no.
do. You saw a giant plume of fire come out of the well, yeah. I'm going to place that in there now because it's been seen. It's at the bottom of the well. It doesn't, I'm going to say, like, now that it's been lit up and anyone's managed to get a bit of a look at it, it doesn't look the healthiest. And it, in fact, looks as if it might be stuck down there. You can see the glint of some chains across it, like it's being held in the water below.
Oh,
Hence the
that
steam.
changes.
Right.
Hey.
That changes a bit. Dell's just gonna fire at the thing until you told me that.
Someone's drawn a card from the deck of Planar Ruin.
Oh yes, we have had
Oh,
a card
God.
drawn from the deck of
Thanks,
Planar
folks.
Ruin. Thanks, Mod. Sorry, I was busy
Revelry's
doing
Bloom.
other
Oh,
stuff. Revelry's Bloom.
I don't even have chat open tonight, folks. I'm very sorry. Hello, everybody. Pardon me.
Let me just
Hi, Dr. Mark.
bring that card up for us so I can read it properly. Revelry's Bloom. All beasts and plants gain 10 temporary hit points whenever a creature targets an enemy with a first level spell or higher. The target must succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed until the end of its next turn. That's fun. Could charm a dragon. Sure, that'll work out well for everyone.
Sorry, what was that last part? I missed it.
The last part is whenever a creature targets an enemy with a first level spell or higher, the target must succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed by them until the end of its next turn.
Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alrighty, folks. Well, what I will also say, let me think about this for a minute. How far is that? Because I said you heard the beating wings.
We did.
Can I get everybody, please, to make me a perception check just before we get into things?
Gladly.
Perception is a 5 for Qualek because I'm rolling like shit. I'm gonna roll my real dice.
Is it daylight?
Oh.
Fighter of the
Initiative
night
for you,
light?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The champion of the sun.
Let's,
That's alright, it's an 11.
shall we roll for it?
Oh, look, that's part of being in a drought. It is what it is. I'm not going to lose. I've rolled twice. 11 is what I got. She'll need to just get some sunglasses with that gold that she doesn't quite understand how it works.
No problem. Alrighty. With that, we got so an 11, 17 on Doc Hovel. 13, yeah. Alright. The best I'm seeing is a 17. That is going to be good enough. Doc Hovel, you're the only one that spots it, but you can see what could be Mama or Papa Dragon about 100 feet away, 160 feet away from you guys, roughly, off to the west, coming directly at you.
Oh,
And
no.
did you say the dragon, the baby dragon?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm away from the well, but I'm probably going to step up now that I've seen the fire come out and look at what I'm facing. And you told me it's chained, right? Oh, but
Yes.
that's 20 feet of my movement, so I've got 13 left.
Yes, it does appear to be chained in the bottom of the well. Now, I've put the dragon on the edge of the map. The 100 in its altitude marker is actually denoting how far off the edge of the map it is. It does appear to be coming in at about a little above roof level. So maybe the roofs are 10 to 15 feet high, depending on whether you're on the outer edge or up at the spine. It's probably about 20 feet off the ground, swooping down across the forest and the town, heading straight for you. And
Can anyone see the dragon?
Sorry,
I've got... Oh, sorry.
got 1 second, please. So someone messed up. Whoever gave you your information made a big mistake. This dragon is not young.
Okay.
Way too big for that.
So we're going to need to
Well-
talk to Lord Never Ember's scouts.
How far down did you say this thing was chained?
Probably about 10 feet or so. It's got a 15-foot
Oh,
cone breath
good.
weapon that came out, so
Okay.
not a very
and
deep well.
What kind of bondage is this thing in? Like, is it
Chains.
locked, chains? Is it something that it looks like I could undo with a mage hand?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to look for some bolt to undo with these things with my mage hand and try to release this small creature.
No problem. Roll me a spellcasting check.
Okay.
Just give me a spell attack. Eldritch Blast will do.
Eldritch Blast will do. It's a +8. That's nice and shiny. Oh, but I only got 11. No, they're totally.
Yeah, no, that's not going to. You do seem to find the right point, but the hand doesn't seem to be strong enough to yank the bolt out.
I have an extra action. Can I look for another bit that's weaker?
Perception, but that's going to be your action to look for it, unless you can bonus action search like Quilek can.
I can't do that, but I think the best move I've got is to do it though, using my full second free action. Actually, look for a way to, weaken another bolt.
Oh, perception.
So yeah, perception. You say?
Yeah, perception
Not
or
my
investigation,
strong suit.
maybe.
Oh yuck! Even if I applied an investigation bonus, to that,
It's dark down there, man. I know you got dark vision and all, but that lets you see in black and white, not in color. So yeah, nah. So I was,
In that case,
Okay.
all I can do before passing my turn is say, "Look, this thing's chained in here. Chances are that older dragon up there is trying to rescue. If we can get this thing up there, it's probably going to save us. Not save us. You know what I mean? It's going to leave us alone."
Can I try sending?
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
on
I
your
didn't say anything
turn.
about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I'm
it's
at the
getting
point-
closer to that because I'm ending my turn.
For what purpose
Okay.
would someone chain a small dragon down here? Certainly they would not do so for their own benefit.
Maybe it's a hot water system. Who knows?
Hey,
It's
that's
bait.
smart.
The dragon flies closer.
Oh,
Now
dear.
here's where the fun begins, because this is a 2024 dragon.
Oh no.
Yes. Now,
I don't know what that means, but
well, everyone who thinks they might have some pre-existing knowledge of dragons, make me an appropriate knowledge check.
I would say Quilek might. There's no reason why he wouldn't.
Yeah.
An appropriate
Yeah.
knowledge check? What would that be?
Arcana,
Arcana.
nature. Arcana or nature, I think. Either one. Dragons are creatures, but they're magical creatures. Yep.
Victoria thinks she knows about dragons, but I'm not going to roll for that because she thinks they're related to elves.
But, so Doc Hovel and Quilek, you are both aware that older, larger dragons are capable of some amount of spell casting, which is exactly what this dragon does as it pulls up about 20 feet from the edge of the map now. It's very close to you guys. It seems to weave its two front claws together as it hovers there in midair, its wings beating together, peering at you all with utter rage. And it gathers together this mote of orange energy, a small ball of it perhaps, and flings it in your direction, casting
Fireball.
Rude.
How original.
I know it's not my turn,
Mhm.
but I really want to do something.
I'll allow
What
it.
do you want to do?
I want to use my hero point and walk forward and try to get the bead of fireball to go in the end of my pipe. And I want to put my hand on the top of the pipe.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So
Like, I just want to go like,
hero point, I'm gonna say yes, you can get to the point of catching the bead in the pipe. Alright? But what I'm gonna need is some kind of roll. Let's call it athletics, because you're wrangling a force through that's going through this weapon of yours. To see if you can manage to contain it to only damage yourself,
yeah.
or if it's still going to like explode out the back end of the pipe and do like a cone instead of a circle or something, and we'll redo the AoE. Let's move you to say here, and I'll give it a 15-foot cone if you fail. So let's get that ready so we know what's going to happen.
can I do silvery barbs?
Not going to be effective in this situation. As it will be people trying to pass save. So if you succeed, I'll say that you do save Maurice from the fire, and you may lessen the effect. But Doc Hovland, Artoria, if you fail rather, you're still going to save Maurice by doing this in the first place. Doc Hovel and Artoria will probably take reduced damage from the funneling of it. But go ahead and roll me that. Oh, you've already done it. That's a 20. If that beats or matches the dragon's DC, it does not.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Sadly, no.
Oh, well.
So, what's going to happen is Artoria and Doc Hovel, please make a dexterity save as this cone jet of fire bursts out of the pipe towards you as Flower Child redirects it. We'll deal with that first.
We've just made a magical flamethrower instead.
Basically.
We're not rolling very good tonight. We're going to swap over to real dice.
Yeah, maybe a good idea.
And this isn't a spell, is it? This is.
No.
Is it technically magic?
It's a magical effect. So if
Okay,
there's
so
if you have
shield won't
magical
work?
resistance, hey, will what?
Shield wouldn't work or anything?
No.
Or counter
No, in
spell?
this case. No.
But damn it.
Oh, actually, counterspell would. He's casting a spell. This is not his breath weapon.
Yeah, because that's why I've got counter spell.
Yeah, so you could attempt to counterspell the fireball, yes.
Yeah, I think I'll try that.
Yeah, sure, go for it. So counterspell now is I have to roll a save, right?
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process. You make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the spell dissipates with no effect, and the bonus action or reaction used to cast it is wasted. If that spell was cast with the spell slot, the spell isn't expended. So yeah, if you fail.
Yep. All right. So what's the DC? It'll be your spellcasting save, right?
Yep.
Your spell save.
Still looking at that. I can never find that. Hang on. Let me go to my spells. I know where it is though.
Yep.
Spell save 18. 18.
All right. So I'm going to roll this to everyone. The dragon has a pretty hefty con save.
Yeah.
It fails,
Worth a
however,
try.
and you counter the fireball. So, Flower Child, you may keep your hero point and go back to where you were. And so the dragon attempts to do that. You counterspell it. It keeps the spell slot, but the action is wasted. So you've done that.
Okay, and I'm still invisible because it's greater invisibility as well, yeah?
Yep, absolutely. So it would have is there a verbal component to the spell? To counterspell?
The semantic.
Just semantic?
Just says, just S.
It doesn't even know where the counterspell came from in that case, so nicely done. In which case, that is action, that is movement. It doesn't have bonus actions per se, so that is the adult dragon's turn. Artoria, you're up.
Okay, well, all of this is a bit scary, really. So, I think what I might do is just do a cheeky little bonus action hexblade curse on the old dragon. Please.
Expert's curse?
Yep.
There's no saves or anything for that, is there?
Oh wait, is it within? It's not within 30 feet of me, is it?
No way.
No, not yet. No,
Yeah.
alright. I'm gonna have to hold on that then. That's okay.
Yeah, about 80 feet from you guys now. 20 off the map. 80, 85 feet.
85 feet. Okay.
Sure
So,
from you, it is
I-
86 feet
it's
from you.
86 feet from
Yeah.
me. So, 86 feet. Can I move to within 60 feet of it?
I don't see why not.
Just
What's your
gonna...
move? Oh wait, what's your movement speed?
30?
30. All right, give me an athletics check to see if you can push the extra 6 feet.
Would Maurice be able to say, I think this is a trap? Because, it seems like we've been lured here, and so is it.
I
Yeah,
agree.
you can say
Would that be my action, though, or...
No, you can say short lines like that out of turn. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Artoria, what I'm going to say is, as you attempt to push the extra 5 feet, you do make it, but you end up prone on your face.
That's okay. I can still do what I want to do from the floor.
Yep, nice. All right, let's,
So for everybody else, you'll see her sort of running baby legs, legs are straight. She runs along, trips over, just goes poof, lands like an actual child,
Puff of
and
ash.
then sort of looks up, little puff of Her eyes are going to become an inky void. and she is going to sort of reach towards this dragon, and I would like to cast Eye Bite, please.
I bite.
I
It's in that
bite,
in a
you
while.
bite, we all bite.
We all bite. I would like to. I'm tossing up between sleepy times and sicky times. So I wish I had one of those cheeky coins handy, but we're gonna roll a dice.
Also, Marie's question, I'm sorry, I will give you something that you may have noticed when you cast that spell, is the dragon did look at you, actually, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
So we just
it-
rolled a d20 to make a decision on even. Fucking
Yeah.
nat 20, and it's like, good, we've got that out of our system for something that literally does not matter.
I have
I would like to.
something I would like to interject with as well.
Mm.
Because I believe that both Arturia and Maurice Mephistopheles have both cast a spell which is targeting a creature, which according to Revelry's Bloom means said creature needs to succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed.
So it's going to be 2 lots of wisdom saves for it. As Artoria is going to also make it sickened, because it's flying and her head cannon is, if I make it sleep, it's going to hit the ground and wake back up. So let's make it sickened.
Should we put I bite in the game log? Can we get that in there just so I can see stuff as well? Just because.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how. I don't know how to do it!
It should be when you open the spell up, there should be a center game
Okay,
log button.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go, cool. And
It
so
was
you're.
hiding.
I get sickened, disadvantage on attack. Okay, cool. So.
So it needs to do a
Yeah,
wisdom
so-
save against my tomfoolery, and then it needs to do a wisdom save against being charmed. Because I guess the dragon's like, that was really kind of cute that she fell over. Like,
Aww, look at the little baby
Passes its
person.
initial save. Now read that thing out to me again. Does it have to pass a wisdom save because you cast a spell on it, or do you have to pass one or be charmed by it?
Whenever a creature targets an enemy with first level spell or higher, the target must succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed.
Yep.
It's quite charming.
Also passes that.
Charming
So
on the
passes
board.
both saves.
Damn it.
I'm afraid. Yeah, dragons are apparently good at wisdom saves.
yeah, apparently.
Quite wise.
Well, now she knows.
Mhm.
Now she knows. Well, yeah, so that's her turn. She's going to just run along and fall over
Yeah.
and lose a spell slot.
What a team of idiots.
Currently standing next to the well. Flower Child and Doc Hovel. I'm going to need dexterity save from each of you, please, as another jet of fire comes up from the bottom. I did roll to recharge the breath. And succeeded. I needed a 5.
Well, speaking of succeeded,
Nice. You'll take half damage. Flower Child, do you need to be raging to have danger sense, or is that just
No,
always?
he says
No.
just advantage on dex unless you're
Yeah,
incapacitated.
sweet. Okay, well, you both pass. So you'll take half of this. There you go, 15 fire damage each. Unless you have resistance, then it'll be 7.
nope, it's not radiant.
And the young dragon again roars mournfully from its captivity. Qualek, you are up.
Oh boy. All right.
Save the dragon. If you can save that kid in the well, then the mother might actually forgive us.
Well, I do appreciate that. I can't even see the dragon in the well at this point. I think I need to at least keep the mother dragon off you. Or perhaps I'm misgendering this dragon. Could be a father dragon. Shouldn't make assumptions. But yeah, I think I'm going to let you attempt to get that dragon out of there. And in the meantime, I'll try to delay this one. Or at least delay your imminent immolation. And I'm going to cast a little spell I like to call Big Biz Hands. Now, the dragon, is it huge?
Yes.
Great. Okay, then I am casting Big B's Hands to create a shimmering, hand-shaped magical object that sort of mimics the movements of Quilek's hand. So he extends his hand out, and maybe you see this dark energy as it sort of wraps around his forearm and then shoots outward through the air. I can cast it up to 120 feet. So can I get it right up there?
I don't see why not.
Don't see
From
why
where
not.
are you?
Just to the south of where everyone else is. It says 60
Can't
feet
see
away.
you. What can't I see you?
'Cause I'm sneaky. I'm right down the bottom.
I should be able to see you on the. I can't see you at all.
Right at the bottom, next to the blue.
Oh, I clicked on the map and there he is. Yep. Okay, so how far do you say you can get this thing to go?
It's 120 feet
Yes.
range.
Yes.
So, yep.
It's yes.
So
Yes. From there, line of sight. Yes. Direct.
So
Then
this-
you're exactly that far away.
hand begins
just-
to manifest just like right in front of the dragon as it's flying towards him, and Quilek opens up his hand, and the hand simultaneously opens up in midair, and it's going to try and grapple the dragon with its, what's it called, grasping hand.
Sure thing. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
It's going to be an 11, so it fails.
Okay.
However,
All right. Okay, here we go.
it is going to use a legendary resistance to choose to succeed instead.
Well, that's just not fun, is it?
Rude.
Well, it does burn one of the 3 that it has, so that's useful.
Alright, so that was action and a bonus action, I think, to make the hand grab the dragon. So that is probably all that he's going to do, except Quilek might try and move a little bit. So he's going to put himself sort of there, just towards the entrance of one of these more narrow alleyways, to give himself a little bit more cover against certain fiery death.
Sure thing. I likes it. All right. With that, just having a quick look see here. Oh yeah, I like the idea of this one. So after Quilek's turn, before Flower Child's turn, the dragon's going to take a legendary action.
Oh dear.
And it's going to do so to cast Scorching Ray. So it'll be 3 rays. Spell attack. What's the spell attack on this guy? Oh no. There we go. And one is going to go at Flower Child, one is going to go at Doc Hovel, and the other is going to go at Maurice just for counterspelling his Fireball. The first one at Flower Child, 15 to hit.
That's my armor class.
Yep, cool. Doc Hovel, 16 to hit. I don't know if that does.
Not good
and
enough.
Maurice, okay, 21 to hit Maurice.
Yeah, can I do something with my luck stuff? Hang on, let me have a look. I've got something. Where are we?
But it
Lucky.
doesn't require a reaction.
Disadvantage. Yeah, it's disadvantage. I can use the
Doesn't-
luck thing unless.
Does it not require a reaction? Because you've already used that for counterspell.
I don't know actually.
I don't think it
It's a
does.
feat. It's a feat. I don't think it does.
All right, I'll roll again. See if I hit you. At 24
yeah.
instead. So yeah, it's still
Okay,
good.
I'm fucked.
You
Alright.
could-
so use
so
the
it's
luck
still
dice.
at 21. Oh, but you don't have a reaction for shield. So yeah, all right, cool. So
Nah.
it's not heaps of damage. It'll be 2d6. I'll roll these separately. That's so 5 fire damage for Flower Child and 5 fire damage for Maurice. Cool. So that's that one. And Flower Child, it is now your turn.
All right, I have a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Now, who just did the scorching ray on me? Was the big dragon, the big boy
Yes.
dragon?
Yeah, big one. And
But
the little
the-
one's been hitting you with the
Yeah,
breath weapon.
and the way I've always played Flower Child is the fact that whoever hit him is gonna make him go into rage,
no.
and I'm gonna jump down the well.
Yeah, go nuts.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
No.
So you
So-
jump 10 feet down the well and land on the dragon.
Yeah.
Yep, no problem.
So, all right. So what I have I'm going into rage, if I can find the actual rage. I'm entering rage now, if I can actually find it. Where the fuck is it? It's no choice made. Oh, let me go in the rage. Choose level, activate rage. Perfect. I get to move 15 foot without any drama. So I'm moving down into the well. I'm landing on the dragon, and I'm going to take 2 hits at
It's
the dragon.
restrained, so you already get advantage against it.
Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
I mean, it is what it is.
You're doing this, you monster.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
I, for one, applaud it for sticking
Attack
to.
chains.
I feel so. Oh, I haven't got my
Actually, my
fucking.
character will yell that out. Attack his chains.
Yeah, you just see 3 come. Three
Good luck.
comes, and you just see him just drop down the well, and I'm gonna hit this. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we go. My first attack is a 13. He is restrained, so I get advantage straight away. Is it?
Yep.
Yep. All right, that's the 13. We got a 16 to hit. I left. We'll have to see if he comes back.
Yeah,
So
I
he
don't know
gets-
the AC, but that's not good. I'm afraid his AC might be about 16.
I was muted. No, that's a miss. You do actually, in fact, deflect off of one of the chains.
Alright.
You almost hit it.
And then I do a second attack.
Oh.
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And then two 19s. 27, that was
Oh, that was the
with
advantage. Yeah, okay. You don't
Yeah.
crit on 19s or anything, do you? You don't have any bullshit?
No, I don't.
Nah,
No, I
cool.
don't.
All right, go nuts.
So it is 13 points of damage. I am doing a brutal strike, which is that is 16 points of damage, and then on my first attack, I do another 3. So that's 16 plus another 12. That is 28 points of damage against this dragon.
Qualek's just like around the corner, just peeking his head around. He's like, "Oh, good. The boy's gone to help him free the small one."
Yeah, so that dragon, I feel like, lets out a last languishing cry, like, "Ah!" as you crush its windpipe and break its neck in those 2 strikes.
Well, that didn't.
And it is quite dead.
Got it!
Oh, what? Oh no!
You got it. You got it free from the chains. Good. Now bring it up.
The chains do seem to go loose as that first strike did break them, but he didn't stop. So, yeah. With that, the
As a
still
bonus
living
action.
dragon lets out an anguished cry of its own, much more guttural, much more angry, much more about to tear you all to shreds.
What have you done, kid?
I am going to use my tough feat and give myself some hit points back.
Sure thing, no problem. With that, the dragon is going to use a legendary action. Is that the end of your turn, Failchild?
Yeah, buddy, that's it.
Cool. The dragon is going to use another legendary action to move, what does it say, up to half its speed. So it's going to fly right down here to Artoria.
No,
Actually, can it get? Yeah, no, because it can't reach anyone else.
I'm living
so
my
it-
best life.
Sure, it's going to get right down here, and it says what can it do? It moves up to half its speed and makes 1 rend attack. So it's going to attack you with advantage with its claws. That is a 32 to hit.
That's a miss.
No,
And you're going to take 18 slashing damage and 4 fire damage from that attack.
Can I use my hero point to, as a reaction as I see it approaching from the ground,
Yeah.
cast Misty Step as a reaction and land on its back head.
Oh, that's cool.
In a panic.
Yeah. Sure, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
No.
It is still going to take a swipe at you back there and maybe still hit you, but I'll give it disadvantage on the attack, and you'll then be on the back of its neck, like actually mounted on the dragon. Okay?
Sounds
Yeah?
saucy.
Wait. Still gets a 21 to hit you. I feel like I'm going to halve the damage because hero point. So instead of 22, it'll be 11 damage in total. But you're up there. You're on the dragon.
I'm on the dragon.
It's also now at ground level and well and truly on the map, so we can do that. And you are up there.
I'm up there.
Make sure you're on top. Cool.
Yeah.
Done. And then it will be Maurice's turn.
All right. Well, Maurice is going to use sending. He has remade this 25 words or fewer message no less than 3 times since this combat started. The first was, "We haven't hurt your child." The second was,
Wait, maybe
"We didn't
we did.
capture your child." Now, yeah. Now it's, yeah. So now it's So I'm going to use sending, okay, which means it doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's a creature that I've seen or someone's described it, it can understand it, and there's a chance that it can reply to me if it wants to. I don't know whether it will. I completely understand if it doesn't. But Maurice is going to say, "We didn't capture your child. We have been laid here to die. We've all been misused and manipulated. We will help you get revenge." That's it. That's all he can say.
Quila can also see invisibility. I just want to throw that out there. So I can see where Maurice is.
The dragon knows where I am too.
Yes. The dragon's gone.
And in doing this other way, it would have been...
So you're not lying about this, are you, Maurice? Like, this is something the conclusion that you've actually come to, that this must be what's happened here? Yep, cool. All right, roll me persuasion.
Yeah. I'd like to use a luck point, if that's okay.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Thank you. Persuasion. I've actually got a +9 to that. So 22.
You're persuasive.
I will take that
And
into
then
consideration.
22. 2 times
Okay.
22.
Yep, I will definitely take that.
And can I chuck in my special hero point?
Oh, you want a hero point?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I understand. Like, the dragon probably would be too angry to even hear. Honestly, this is a long shot. Yes.
Quite likely, but I am going to take it under advisement what you've said. I will let you know that it has heard you. It looks at you as you say that message. It doesn't respond now, but you know it's heard you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
I was either going to Misty Step away or put shield on. I don't want to Misty Step because I want him to, or her, to think
Shield is
that...
not something you put on. It's a reaction if you get hit by a hit roll. By an attack roll.
All right, cool. Well, I want to keep my because it says a bonus action. My bonus actions are pretty much Misty Step and Celestial Revelation. I don't want to do that.
Yes.
But spell save DC. If I do use shield, does that use my spell save DC or not?
Shield, what shield does is if you get hit by an attack, like if it hits you with a claw or something like that, then it's an attack roll, you can use your reaction to cast shield and it lifts your AC by 5 and it stays that high until your next turn.
Okay, cool. So I won't worry about innate sorcery then, because that just lifts my attack rolls.
Problem.
Cool. So that's it. I'll just stand there and just as my bonus action, I'll just look at it and try and convey my anger at the situation.
No problem.
And because we were going to save the child if we could, but
All right. At the end of your turn, it is going to use another legendary action. And this time it's going to look at you, Maurice, and at Doc Hovel, because it can't currently see Flower Child. And it's going to cast another spell. It is going to command you both to grovel. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Hey,
I don't want to save from that.
Sticking still and doing nothing.
It involves becoming prone.
Ah, gotcha. In that case, I'll resist it. So, what was a con save, did you say?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Even better.
Maurice wouldn't.
Crap.
Maurice would just be prone.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you'll choose to fail. Not a problem. So you are
Yeah.
both commanded by the dragon, and its force of will and the magic behind it forces you. I mean, Maurice, you willingly prostrate yourself. Doc Hovel at least forces you to your
Yeah.
knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be its legendary action, and we are then back to the top of the round, meaning Doc Hovel, it is your turn. But prone
Okay.
just means you have to spend half your movement to get back up. You're not
Yep,
still kept there beyond that.
that's right. So I've got 17 left. And what I'm doing, my plan, I'm just going to outlay my... And let's see how you jive with...
Mhm.
Put it. Actually, I will put a big fat hero point into the biggest one I can. All my hero points. I'm going to jump down the well and revivify fucking dragon. My,
I will note, you
curses
just
at
said
me for saying,
all
yeah.
your hero points.
Oh yeah,
Do you want me to
Everything.
take that literally?
yeah. I'm gonna use some of them to try and get down there without hurting my and being so bad at not being able to do a thing afterward. And
You just injure it more.
You
You
get
just
you
bash
get
its
one
body.
hero point per game, and you've just offered me all of them.
That's a good point. What I mean is, yeah,
Are you
rules.
sure?
rules.
Are you sure? No, it's fine. Look, I think this is a really cool idea, and I'm going to let you do it just for the regular hero point that you would spend. The problem is that Flower Child, well, sorry, 3 is kind of in the way. So,
My
Bless you.
God.
excuse me. I'm very sorry.
You realise there's a microphone right in front of you, right?
No, I kind of just jumped out. I'm very sorry.
it was a your nuggle.
Yeah,
Oh, it's good quality microphone.
Sevs.
That's it.
right? Doing right. Damn it, my noise suppression usually saves me. Sevs, do
Yeah.
you think 3 would let Doc Hovel pass?
No.
No?
Oh dear.
No.
Okay.
Because he's tuned in now. This is the thing that's just hurt him twice, and it's protection. And in his mind, he's actually protecting Doc Hovel from this creature.
But here's where we have the issue. Like, I don't want to say that you can just get past because 3 wouldn't let you. And I don't know how much you're going to force your way or try to force your way past him. I don't really want to get into a PvP situation here.
Oh, he's not going to hit back. He won't. He'll never hit
Yeah.
Doc Hovel.
He's just going to try and stop him from getting through.
He's just an unmovable. He's gonna try. He'll be physically. He could strength. He could just nudge past him. I'm not gonna but he's gonna give a strength roll against that.
Okay, so
Let's do
all right, so
athletics.
yeah, do a contested athletics then. That's
Yeah.
cool. Just to
what
see if
about-
you can
I've got an A next to my athletics. I'm just
That
going to
means-
quickly check what that is.
advantage because of your
Advantage.
size, because you're a Goliath.
Ah, that's why I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll both be rolling with advantage.
got
Ooh. Oh, that's oh no.
That is devastated.
Yeah,
Absolutely
wow.
fucking devastated.
And so, just by
Fucking-
sheer size, I think Doc Hovel manages to shoulder past 3 and get his hand out to touch the dragon with the Revivify spell. Now, I have to make a roll because we don't do standard resurrection around here. It is just a Revivify, so it's a straight up, I roll a d20. I need to get 11 or higher for this to succeed. If it doesn't work, you may try again within the 60-second time allotment. It hasn't been that long yet, but the difficulty will increase.
How many
That is a
revivify
3.
spells you got?
You cast the Revivify spell and it does not work.
Oh no. Oh.
The intention's there. We're trying.
That being said, yes, you have just cast the spell. The spell has gone off there. The radiant energy has gone into the dragon. It just hasn't worked at this time. So
Is that kind of energy something that could be picked up by the other dragon, perhaps?
possibly.
I think that's
Yeah.
a good thing because I'm concerned that if you revivify that dragon while I'm still in here, I will hit it again.
I
Entirely
was planning to
possible,
do
right?
some dialogue about kids, settle down.
Right.
I was like-
Anything else for your turn, Doc?
Okay, so that was obviously my action.
Yes.
Oh god, I don't have anything to do with my bonus action, do I?
Heal
I
people?
think I'll just. Who needs healing that I can actually see from down this? Apart from
I mean,
Flower Child, who was
Look,
busy.
it was about 10 feet down, right? There's Dragon, and then there's Flower Child, and then there's you, and you're pretty tall. You can probably, like, see out the top of the world from where you're at, to be real.
Could he yell something out? Like, as his bonus action?
I could do
Yeah,
that
sure.
without a bonus action.
Well, Flower Child is down a little bit, and he's right there.
Well, actually, I'll probably tell you what. Maybe my bonus action could be doing enough dialogue to say, look, kid, you've got to stop. It's just a baby. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's a lot like you, kid. Just
Yeah.
settle down.
He hurt Flower Child.
Alright, I like
He
it.
died. Ha! Don't hurt anymore.
Kid,
Oh.
you've got to calm down.
Alright, so here's what I would like to happen. Because it's now the dragon's turn.
Oh, yes, yes.
Artoria, your
Knock it out.
move last turn might
Yes.
have actually just done you the biggest of favors.
Oh no.
Do I live
Oh,
here
She's
yeah.
now?
on top.
No, but you are going to get a front row seat to what's about to happen.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold on.
So the dragon looks around at all of you. And I don't think I can quite see quite like where he's ducked around there, but it's aware of where he went. It knows of the couple down the well. It knows where Maurice is. So it flies up a little and kind of peers down somewhat.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
At this point, it chooses to speak
it's peering down.
in common so that you can all understand. If what you say is true, then perhaps an arrangement can be made. But first, you must be tested.
Sort of like, an academic test, like mathematics,
Sure.
language, social studies, economic, whatever. We're willing to undergo any sort of test as long as the test is not trial by fire, so to speak. We're quite flammable people, most of us.
Just as you say, quite flammable people.
Yes.
A massive
You are.
rush of magical dragon fire rushes out from the dragon's mouth and envelops this
Counterspell.
entire area.
Can I do it? Can I counterspell? Because I'm prone.
Not the spell.
You may absolutely cast counterspell. It does nothing. This is not a spell.
Oh, you said magic. Okay, does that mean I wasted my counterspell?
No, I'm not going to be that mean.
Okay.
You go to
I
cast
would- I
counterspell
probably
and
would.
it's not what. Yeah, it's a magical ability. Like so,
Alright.
if you had magic resistance that gave you advantage on saves against magical effects, then that would
Okay.
apply. Yeah, that's
Okay,
that. So I am going to need dexterity saving throws from everyone but Artoria. Unfortunately for Flower Child and Doc Hovel, you're in the tight confines of a well. I'm going to need those saves at disadvantage, please, unless you already have advantage, in which case they'll be flat rolls.
Is there?
Can I use? Sorry, God.
Oh, I was going to say, is there any advantage to being around basically two corners from the dragon, or is that?
Fire breath. What does fireball say?
Those are on
About that
corners.
kind of thing. It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Maybe I can get like a little bonus to my roll. Maybe.
I'm gonna give you an additional D4. on your
Oh
roll.
yeah, I'll take it. All right, let's find out. What do we roll? 14 plus there we go. Plus 4, so 18.
Did everyone roll their saves?
Can I-
No, I haven't yet.
Right up so
And
far.
I think I believe you said disadvantage, so here we
Oh
go.
yes.
Can I use a hero point or something?
If you have one left, yeah, like so you already have advantage usually on deck saves against effects you can see, which fire you can definitely see. So you would be at a flat roll with the disadvantage. If you want to use that, you can make it an advantage.
No, well, what I want to try and do is use a hero point, my big boy hero point, and pick up the dragon and put it over myself.
Oh, wow.
Oh mate, that is fucking hilarious. All right, in which case, I can't make this an auto success. I'm going to make the DC the same as the breath weapons DC, and I want you to make me an athletics check with advantage to get yourself under this dragon.
All right, I'm going to roll the 2 dice at the same time, okay? So
Yeah.
and then I have to add a +8.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
Okay, that's not going to be enough. You almost get there.
That's fair.
But not quite. What I will say in this case is going to give you kind of the evasion effect. 'Cause had you gotten all the way underneath, the dragon's immune to fire damage. You would have been completely safe.
Yeah.
So you're going to take half damage even on the fail.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody else that had to make the save has failed. The
Okay.
DC was 21.
Oh, no way.
Okay, I haven't done it yet. So is
Okay,
it
well,
dexterity saving throw?
yes, please.
Yeah. All right. Come on, relic. Oh no!
Okay, so I'm actually going to roll this to myself first, just because.
Oh god!
Oh my
Can I
god,
roll
that's a lot of dice.
disadvantage? Can I use luck at all to do like
Yeah, well, you can
anything?
use luck to roll with advantage, so you can roll again. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't think it'll help. I don't have very
No.
high.
Yeah, I mean, can you? I mean, you could
consider
succeed with a +4.
dexterity saving throw. Yeah,
so
maybe.
you need a 17 or more on the dice. Okay, so Flower Child, you are going to take 33 fire damage. Everybody else is going to take 66.
Oh my god.
Does anybody go down?
No.
I don't. I've got 11.
Yeah, someone goes
What
down.
about Qualek?
Qualek?
You said 66 points of damage, right?
Diggity 6. We had to say diggity because
I have a chance
Okay.
if I use my Hadozi dodge. So I
Do
have
it.
59 hit points, and the Hadozi dodge reduces damage by 1d6 plus 4.
Wow.
I chose not to
out
use
there.
a portent dice, but I probably should have. That's okay. I'm going
Yeah.
to roll 1d6 plus 4. 6, 10.
That's enough. That brings it down to 56 damage, and you have 3 hit points left.
He's
All of you that
positively.
let me get this straight. All of you that were hit with the breath weapon are still standing.
Yeah.
like Elton John.
Just.
Wonderful.
Except for the
Smouldering.
dragon, the baby dragon. The baby dragon is not standing.
Right, absolutely. With that, the dragon flies itself somewhat closer and perches on the top of a nearby roof.
Ooh.
It then looks down to you, Maurice, because you're the one that posed the question, and told it what it said. It said, "All right, then. You get one chance. Have your friend try that spell again."
Right, so I can imagine that Doc Hovel could hear from in there.
At this point, we are going to take it out of initiative, and you guys can figure
Yeah.
out amongst yourselves, like, because we still got the issue of Flower Child being in the well. The dragon is going to wait a few moments to see what you guys do. But
I'm gonna
it's
have the big
not
fucking
going to
dragon.
try and kill you right now.
Does any if I used some sort of calm emotions or command person or anything, is that PvP in this situation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, casting spells on your friends that aren't like for their benefit is PvP.
Yeah.
Generally, so I
This
would
is
prefer no one.
arguably for his benefit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
but
he might die.
you know what I mean by that is healing spells and like things that are designed to
Oh,
be
yeah.
cast on your friends, not things that are designed to be.
Yes.
I mean, cast emotions in general, if you're casting that over an area, I don't see that as being a big deal, but you might piss off the dragon by doing it.
I would
It would maybe
probably
affect them as well.
Is it a far stretch to think that now me and the dragon have a rapport and he kind of trusts me?
Very, very.
Okay, so I feel like this is what I've got to do here. Before I try to cast Reveal, I'm gonna look the kid right in the eyes. Flower Child. Listen, Flower Child. This is for all of us. You've got to let it go.
So,
And that's when I cast Revivify.
so the dragon, so the dead dragon, it's just off my radar now. He doesn't give a shit about it. It's dead. It stopped hurting.
Yep.
Flower Child 3. That is the whole purpose of. Stopped hurting Flower Child 4. That is the whole purpose of it. And he'll start clambering out to go and fight this big dragon.
Okay. Cool. So.
Oh no.
No. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So things are really going to hinge on whether or not Doc Hovel can bring the baby dragon back. So, Doc, casting Revivify again. Now, I assume you're burning a scroll or you're using the spell slot and have the diamonds with which to cast the spell?
Good point. So I think, see, last time I used the spell slot and the cash, I forgot to actually reduce that. So
That's fine.
let me.
I'll let you
fix
get away
that.
with just burning the cash for now. You might want to remember to buy some diamonds before you leave Neverwinter next time.
I
Of
do have a
course,
diamond
yes.
as well.
Okay, cool. All right, so you've got the resources with which to do it, so that's fine. I'm going to let you roll the dice this time, but remembering the DC is increased by 1 because you've already attempted this once, so it's now going to require a 12 or more straight D20 roll.
Okay, here we go. That's not what I wanted to roll.
It
at
is
all.
not. Does anybody have a hero point left?
Do you
I do.
What's to call yourself again? Reload the page, man, because you rolled a 3 on the last one. I'm just wondering if you're stuck in a loop.
Yeah, do that and give the dice another roll just in case.
Maurice rolled
Yeah, I've been double rolling.
2
that.
doubles. Yeah. Surely.
Yeah, or
Thank
22,
you.
22, then yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
a little cheaty, but I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, no, look, it is a known thing that above VTT does sometimes.
I'm
so
going to stop
it's not
using this roll.
cheaty.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't win me the roll. Let's say
Nice.
that.
All right. Well, if
No.
there is a hero point
Wait,
available,
I've got
and
something
available-
better.
Okay.
I mean, I imagine the hero point's going to let him re-roll, but you know what doesn't let him re-roll? Is a portent
What's
die.
that? Oh, there you go. Boom. Done. So I'm just trying to reload the map because it's being an issue. But
Oh my god.
Because
Yeah.
we've had some really bad rolls this time.
Yeah,
We
onto my actual dice.
I had a really good initiative roll, and everything else has just been pants.
So you'll take a 17 for that portent die, which should be enough,
make it a success.
I'm guessing.
Absolutely. Yeah, it needed a 12.
Okay.
So I'm just having some issues reloading the tabletop at the moment, but it doesn't really matter. Because at this point, again, the radiant magic goes into the dragon, and after a few very long seconds, its eyes flick open. You can see a royal of fire in its gull that sort of like flicks out a little. It doesn't project a breath, but you can see it's like sparking back to life, sort of retracts back into the throat, and the thing sort of
Can
like
I undo
still.
its chains as it gets up?
Yep, sure thing. And with that, the dragon itself sees Flower Child coming at it, and kind of just lifts itself into the air over the top of him.
Oh, he's just I'm actually going back down the well to kill the fucking dragon again.
Well, you're gonna have to beat it
I'm
to it.
joking, I'm
'Cause
joking.
It's the idea I'm having is it's gonna swing around, reach down the well, pick up its child, and fly away into the distance.
Bye, guys.
Oh.
All right.
maybe giving
Bye-bye.
Artoria a moment to dismount before
That's-
it does.
Two problems dealt with.
And she just
I like it.
slides off and goes, gives it a little pat and goes, "Thank you, friend," and then just like sort of shuffles down.
And then
Well, technically, we now have a friend who's a dragon, so.
Okay, so well, it kind of like growls a little bit at Artoria as she says that, but not in a "I'm gonna chomp you" way. And it does say to all of you, if you need me,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. If we need you.
then perhaps I owe you
No, you.
a small favor.
Oh, definitely.
come back. I wanna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Don't worry about him. He says that about everyone. Please ignore him. He's not one of us. I don't know where he come from. He just come out of the woods. This crazy hippie man. He's not one of us.
Gotta
Just
kill
call
you.
for Renathax the Terrible. Maybe I shall help you. And then it flies off with its child.
Well, I wanted to ask you. Oh shit. A question.
Well,
And
they
with
were
that-
nice.
You
then
have
I-
successfully figured out what the heck happened with the dragon, just going on a bit of a rampage and not died. So that's great.
Was pretty close.
And then I come out of rage and go, wow. My trousers are gone again.
It's okay. It's okay, people. I've got prestidigitation.
Problem with that.
I think you need pants there to clean them.
Qualek
Yeah.
pulls out a spare
Alright.
pair of trousers that he now carries with him at all time, and
Nice.
Maurice was
Pair of jeans.
starting to like tear off a bit of his rags to give them away. He's like, all right, cool, I'll keep them.
Oh, so what happened?
there's still smoke coming off Qualek. I'm very badly burnt.
I made a friend.
Well, like, didn't like your mother say don't touch hot things?
Don't touch hot. Didn't your mother say don't jump down a well and try to kill a baby dragon?
It's very specific.
Yeah, it's
I know.
very
Why would Flower Mom say don't jump down a well and kill a baby dragon? I don't understand.
I'm just
Why
let's
would
say,
you?
hypothetically speaking, if a dragon came here looking for its young one, and its young one was trapped down a well, and you were told not to go down the well, what would you do? Would you jump down the well and kill the baby? Was that something that you would do, or
Is the baby an elf?
it's elf adjacent?
It's next to an elf.
Yeah. Never mind.
You
He's
just
like-
killed me.
Look,
Heading off.
what he's trying to say
Still smouldering
is
embers
to
of his
just
robes.
go to attack things straight away.
Just
Give it a chance.
you need
Give
to
one
get
chance. The elf or the
whatever is
baby dragon?
happening under control.
Yes.
What?
Look at me. He holds up his arms and like his robes are like almost completely burnt away. There's like holes to it. Look at me.
I think you need new clothes.
Yeah, I need new clothes.
Wait. Prestidigitation.
Does he
cleans
smell
them.
like burnt hair?
Look, I can put my hands straight
Oh,
on one of your
yeah.
robes.
Artoria's just gonna like move as far away from Qualek as possible.
Definitely
just
smells like
the
that.
smell of
Yeah, definitely
You,
smells like that.
you smell.
Alright, so eventually you guys will make your way back to Neverwinter and report your success at driving off the dragon. I assume you'll also report the fact that it was a much larger dragon than originally anticipated.
I'm
Yeah,
going
that
to
was a
especially
setup,
report
sure.
that someone decided it might be fun to chain a baby dragon down a... And it's worth investigating whether this was the local people or someone trying to, I don't know.
Get rid of us.
Yeah, like, why the hell are you going to chain a baby dragon? Well, unless you're either trying to create an advanced water system or if you're trying to piss off its mother.
There. Alright, so what's going to happen then is, one, you are going to be given your usual reward plus extra for it being a much greater threat than anticipated. So normally you would each be given 1,000 gold pieces for such a task. In this case, it's going to be doubled, so you can each mark down
So
2,000 gold.
7,000.
If you would prefer to be paid in platinum, so it's not too much as much to carry around, you may. And with that, Neverwinter is going to assign you all, plus Leo, if he ever turns up, the task of investigating just this event. However, before you're able to leave castle, there's a flash of multicolored light. The world winks out of existence,
Oh, shit.
and nothingness envelops your senses. However, you feel the thrum of magic rushing like an electric spark through your veins. When you regain focus, you stand in a plush, candle-lit parlor. A stately woman in blue robes leans towards you, her brow furrowed in confusion and concern. In the blurry background stand a frowning woman in a flowing black dress and a man tugging in confusion at his high crimson collar. And that, folks, is where we're going to leave it for this week. I will note that as you arrive, Leo is also there.
Fantastic. And did we get a bit of a rest, Mark?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Of
so we're
course not.
still. So
Actually,
Twilight's
yes,
basically
you would have because a couple of days travel back. But yes, you can rest.
Yep, a long rest. Okay, thank you.
Yes, but that's where we're going to leave it. And next week we will be picking up with Chapter 2.
Oh, that was amazing. That was so stressful. Thank you, Mark.
No problem. Hope you enjoyed fighting much harder red dragon than was initially anticipated.
Well,
It is, right. I solved the puzzle as soon as I heard the words chained in the well.
Wow,
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
And it's like, okay, the puzzle's
done.
solved. Now the party should have fucked that up.
well, yeah. Look,
That was
Artorias, like
wild.
next step was if this dragon was going to be like, no, I'm not listening to you. She was going to be like, cool. Well, Finger of Death worked really well last time, so
Let's do it
channel
again.
that badness into this dude's head.
It's always good to dip back into that well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
It's a well of magic.
It's an endless
Well.
I'm just
All's well that
glad
ends well.
that I managed to roll a 6 on
Damn
that
it.
Hadozi dodge and managed to survive. That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
clutch dice roll. And if you have any clutch dice rollers that you need to roll at home, you need to get yourself some dice. Where can you get yourself some dice from? Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Ripple
Nugget.
die!
Yeah.
The one
And yeah, look,
place.
the sale is running until the end of the month. So once we hit, 31st? Once we hit the 1st of September, yes, that tax back 10 code will be gone.
You've got limited
if you want
time.
Indeed. Tax time is not all the time, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you talk to. So yes, so if you want any of the premium dice, like the gemstones, the what have you, tax back 10 is your friend until the 1st of September. But for everything else, like this thing that I keep playing with, because it is a lot of fun, there's no sale on that, so they're nice and cheap year round.
Yeah,
Nice.
make sure you check that out. If you have any dice rolls, they say that fruit bowl dice is the. I'm trying to think of something really good, and I can't think of it. It's the D&D of the dice world. It's just.
It's the fruit in the punch.
Oh, yes. It's a bowl of delight.
It's a bowl of happiness and high fiber. So make sure you check that out and use the affiliate code Crit and Miss at checkout to get yourself a free gift, and support the channel as well.
Yeah.
Which would be
We
good.
do now actually have international shipping, not to the States. We implemented that yesterday, and then this morning, Ozpost was like, haha, no, we're not doing America. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But Canada, New Zealand, and Asia, you guys are Gucci, so
Yeah, tariffs.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a tariff on dice apparently. So yeah, no, make sure you check out Fruit Bowl Dice, Tabletop Audio for all your
Hello?
tabletop
Hi there.
ambience needs. We'll be back again next week, same time, same place, right here on Twitch for another episode live. And of course, we got an
One more
episode of what's it called? That other fucking game that I run, Back in Blackest Night. Curse's Stride. One more
Yeah.
thing. What do you want to say?
One more thing, a little bit of in-character knowledge for Qualek, because I believe him being a fairly studied wizard would probably actually recognize the three figures. that you were met with when you arrived.
Yes, I think I recognize
So
the
the
three
woman-
figures.
Yes. The woman in the stately blue robes is none other than Illustrial Silverhand. She is one of the chosen of Mistra.
Yep.
The woman in the black robes is Tasha the witch. And the man with the crimson collar is none other than Mordenkainen himself.
Yep.
So we'll leave you with that little bit where you get to have a little conversation with those three about what the hell's going on next week.
Yes!
You're on
Can't wait for Power Child to meet some of the powerful wizards in the
Will I
world.
get the chance will I get to tell Tasha that I'm a big fan of her cauldron?
Oh, mate, you may. Yeah, that is one of her signature spells after all.
Please don't ask an archwizard to see her cauldron.
Sexual harassment.
Good night, everybody. We'll be back again next week.
No,
On
thanks.
Thursday and all that kind of stuff. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.